There we go. So as I was saying earlier, thank you guys all for coming out to the new. The reason we're doing a crypto exchange is a lot of reasons. So everybody's making money with me in cryptocurrency, and you're going to need a place to swap coins. You're going to need a place to put some, need a place to grow some money, stake it, grow it. You need somewhere that you can actually grow your crypto and feel safe about it. And also swap coins and get into other coins and just do crypto business. So you need an exchange as one of your tools. And as I was saying earlier, Binance has pooped the bed worldwide, and they are kicked out of a lot of places, countries, jurisdictions, and all kinds of stuff. And so with that said, gives us room to come in with our product and our exchange. And this exchange is licensed in the world, and I'll show you this slide here in a minute. But we are globally licensed, and we are a global exchange. So Americans can use it. We're actually licensed in Canada and have the paperwork with the Canadian flag on it, even right from Toronto, Canada, right where Ethereum was made, right where CZ from Binance went to school, actually, right in that same city. And so, I only want to work with top quality everything. I only want to work with, platforms and companies that have money. I want to make sure that my family makes money and it's worth it for us all. I want to make sure we have the best tools to work with. I have a lot of criteria, when I enter the dojo on anything that I'm doing. And so I have my, my guard up, I have my list, I have a lot of things that I go through in order to make sure that we're getting the best of the best for everybody. And so SureX is definitely what I've looked at a lot of exchanges. I've looked at a lot of offerings, like probably in the exchange world, I've looked, oh my goodness, at least over 50 of them. And some of them are heavily Chinese, which is fine, but they're just all Chinese. And that's not going to do America and Canada and England and everybody else any good. Africa doesn't speak Chinese. Africa speaks local tongue, and then they speak English, right? So I have to really focus. Basically, my focus has been the English speaking population, and same with Marcos, and same with Don, and same with Walter. Walter's doing bilingual in Latin America, and we will have everything in Latino too. We will, so absolutely. In my mind, Spanish is the largest second language in the world, and it is. If you Google that, you'll see that Spanish is number 2. And so, just going by all those things, I really wanted to have a product like this, have this kind of tools in the house for the whole family to use. And again, the other exchanges don't really give us any commission. There's no way to grow the family. We can't make money. We can't make commission. We can't, do things that we're already used to doing in the network marketing space. And then let's say they had commission. Let's just say they had some. It's nothing. It's peanuts. It was like $15 one time if Marcos joins. It's like, okay, I'm already going to give away $30 each time on the Zoom call starting next week. So that again is useless, right? And so I've looked and hunted till I got here. And this really has everything we need to be successful. And we can actually store funds in here and not be afraid. The Android app is available in the Google Play Store for download. So all you Android users that are listening now, you can go on the Google Store and download that and put that on your phone, and you can use your account in your phone, which is really slick, really sexy, looks amazing, and works amazing. The iPhone app will be out in less than 30 days. And why is the iPhone not even done? Is because most of this is really new. It's the new, right? And that's the whole point. When you get into something at the very beginning, this is where you make the most money. And that is true for network marketing 101, right? And so we're right in at the beginning. I will tell you that nobody on Facebook has even heard of this yet. I know they haven't. And once the word gets out that we're giving $30 every Zoom call and things like that, it is going to explode. I'm going to have to crank up my Zoom to the 2,000 person thing, because it's going to go bananas out there. And the other thing is, like I said earlier, there's a lot of lockouts in all kinds of countries and areas that you can't use a crypto exchange, and so that, again, what do I use? What are the big guys using? What is Jan and his team using, right? And they always want to know. And so now we have the tools to help the whole family win worldwide, global. And we are going to have some other things, but I'm not going to give it all away in the first night. But there's a lot of other tools and cool accessories coming attached to this exchange in the future too. And you know how we run bots with the platforms on Binance? Well, it won't be long before we're running bots on here as well. And we'll have that for you too. And this platform will actually have one of the bots that I'm working with in my own bank attached to this, and making the interest for everybody's crypto deposits in our banking system. That same bot system is going to be attached to this exchange. So any money that you have sitting in USDT will grow rapidly according to when you set the bots on them. So that all will come up in the future. So you guys will see how cool that gets. Like, this is going to get cooler and cooler as we grow. So really, really cool. So this is SureX, everybody. This is a crypto trading platform we can all trust. And that's really important, especially with the kind of money Marcos is making. Now, the surge in cryptocurrency users has been incredible. You guys can look at the chart here, and you can see that over the years, the users are going into the millions big time. Now it's, this was November last year when we got started in some of the other stuff, and it was 402 million users now. And that, to me, remember how I always focus on how many members we have? Well, that to me is so awesome, because I stand for crypto. I'm the Bitcoin guy. And when 402 million users are in my Bitcoin family, my crypto family, I'm really, really happy, and I'm really excited about those stats. And why am I? Why? Well, because we're taking control of our destiny. We're taking control of our financial freedom. And we've heard from all kinds of testimonials, if you stay close to us, about everybody winning and making more and feeling great and changing their mindset and working harder. And so why is this because of protein powder? No, it's because of crypto. You know what I'm saying? Like, we chose to be in the crypto space. We're all crypto citizens. And because we made that decision in our lives, we're all getting better. We're getting healthier and wealthier all the time. And that's something that I really want to highlight. It's not because of this thing and that thing. It's because we chose to take, this stance in crypto and actually, do something about our financial freedom. This is what's really making us wealthy and healthy and healthier in the mind, because we have something. And Walter's one of the guys that actually had a really bad brain injury in the past. And he will come on and tell you anytime, but he'll tell you that crypto saved his mind. If he didn't have something to focus on and something to work on, all that, then he might have had, further damage. So crypto was actually really important to him, getting into something technical and deep. So it gave his mind and his brain actually stuff to work on and get, like knowledge and all these kinds of things. So again, it's all about your mind. Your brain is so important, and you want to really fill your mind with good quality things. And if you fill your mind with garbage, you're going to get garbage. If you fill your mind with crypto, you're going to get rich, and that's the bottom line. It's real. So we have the bull versus the bear, okay? And this is our system here. And we actually have in the back office, and I'll show you guys the website here in a second, but we have a bull and bear scenario where you can basically pick where you think it's going to go. If you think it's going to go up, you can place a setting on that. If you think it's going to go down, you can place a setting on that. And if it does what you think it does, you're going to end up making profit. And so right away, you can just put $100 USDT on the bear and say that Bitcoin's going to go up, let's say, to this number today or by tomorrow. And then if that happens, you're going to end up doubling your $100 like that. So you can actually trade without any trading knowledge, without any charts, without any floating grid, without the Elliott wave, without any of the high-tech tools that some of our other platforms use. You can just simply choose up or down and see where it lands and trade against that system. So really, really interesting and really, really cool. There's a bubble area. There's a sell quickly, chase high, bubble, maintain, cheap, build, buy, why wait. So this is all about the whole line of the market coming up. So this is like an upswing on Bitcoin right now, okay? And these are all the questions that people have, right? There's the big bubble, and then should I sell, and should I keep chasing it, and is it still a bubble, and should I maintain my position, and should I sell cheap and lose money, or should I keep letting it build, or should I buy more while it's this cheap? Why wait? Like, these are all the questions that go on through people's mind in the crypto space. And you'll see in a minute how we have the software take care of all of that. That's why this chart's here. It's like we've got the answer to all those answers, and you don't gotta worry about it anymore. Back to that autopilot AI goodness. You can get all of these answers answered and win. Like you're going to end up winning on what's happening with crypto without having to have stress or ask a million questions of yourself and then make mistakes. And that's where people end up, losing their money. Here you get to seize the opportunity, like it says, and become rich. And that's what everybody wants. So let's keep going. Are you ready to get rich, Marcos?
You better believe it.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. This looks really interesting, very unique. I'm definitely going to have to dig more into this one, but this one looks really exceptional. So there, basically what you're saying here is that you do have to trade yourself, but it's so easy, correct?
I'll show you more, but there is options. But yes, you do have the option to trade yourself. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay,
If
all right.
you're already a crypto trader and you've got some experience, you can really make a lot of money here. If you're a complete newbie and you know nothing, you can still make money here with just picking on the bear and the bull. And I'll show you this in a minute.
Okay,
But and then we have trade copy. So we've got some of the best guys in the world. I'll show you the results today. Like yesterday's results, we did over $14 million in wins, and you can just copy them without doing anything. You just set your account onto them and walk away. You put your 10K on there, set it to them, and walk away. And every single day, those guys are going to go trade, and your trades will follow them. It's so, so cool. Just watch.
Beautiful.
All right.
Copy trading is the best.
It's
really
so good. So Singapore registered there, okay, corporate, Seychelles parent company, and also registered in Canada. There's going to be another one on here. You'll see the Canadian flag. I've seen it in the office. I was there. And then in the US, regulatory license as well. So really, we need to make sure that we're licensed. This is the really key thing, okay? High security, fully compliant, PCI DSS compliant, so we can detect any kind of weird stuff, and we're using the best practices in the industry right here. You can see it. This is the same stuff that Visa and MasterCard are using, by the way, like the same level of security that they are using. So really, our funds are very, very secure. If your funds are okay with Visa and MasterCard, which everyone's are, your funds are okay here too. The global headquarters, which I've actually been to. You see my pictures. I was at the office. This is where I had the Bitcoin Pizza Day event when the Bitcoin was bought with 10,000 Bitcoins, the original fun thing. And so this is where I actually had the event right here in the corporate office. So I'm there. I got photos. I've met everyone. I've met the CEO. I met everybody. They love me. And I've been back and forth here. So it wasn't like I had one meeting. I've been here a bunch of times because I've been interviewing the shit out of them. And then the boss was never there, and now he was there. So I'm actually going to see him again tomorrow. This is the boss. His name is Jackie Zhu, okay? And he is really a cool dude. This guy actually trades every day. He is addicted to it. He's really good at it. And he makes a ton of money in crypto trading. Like he's so, so good at it. And so, like any other guy that's really good at something, he's like, well, I'm so good at this, I might as well, open my own exchange. That way I don't get kicked out of Binance and all the others, because he got kicked out for making too much money at Binance. He got kicked out of a couple of them for making too much money because he wins all the time. And so he ended up making his own exchange, and he's awesome. So he's got an MBA degree. He's got he's got 2 MBAs. He's also the CEO of SureX Derivatives Exchange, 9 years experience in trading. The guy is always on his laptop, trading all day, all night. Like even when my meetings with him, the laptop's open, he's still got the trades happening there. He's talking to me, he's listening with one ear, and the trades are still there. He's that kind of guy, man. And he's taught thousands of people how to be an amazing trader. Every single week, SureX has educational time. So you can come in and you can learn. And we're going to do this around the world. We're going to do this in Africa. We're going to do this in America. We're going to end up having various students and trading schools going on eventually. And a lot of the leaders that really like this aspect and like this platform, they're going to end up taking the wings on this and blowing it up in their region and their community. Thousands of students have seen the results of this. You can see in the pictures here, it's the real thing. Everybody's really, really impressed with the software and how it works. So it's been really, really, really welcomed and really, really highly regarded. Now you can this is a roadmap. So you can see here, we've got staking financial management. So we got stable returns on your deposits. We've got flow trade with the top traders, one click. So you can just copy their trades. We got contract trading on derivatives. Okay. And I'll explain more what that is. We got the Android app Okay, we got the bull and bear. That's that forecasting future data thing. And that's how you can just basically choose whether it's bull or bear, and you can double your money. So it's really, really cool. We got the liquidity pool, which is what I invested in. And this is the contract dividends. And this is paying 24% a month, and you do nothing. You don't even do anything at all, like zero. You don't even have to sell or tell or share or anything. Like you can just make 24% a month with your eyes closed. And that's what I ended up doing. I invested in the liquidity pool. And then the coin market cap, they've got real-time data analysis, and they are plugged into the coin market cap in China right now, but they're not in the one that Binance owns, the CMC one there yet, but they are also applied for that one, and they will appear there shortly as one of the exchanges in those listings. So they have all their applications in, and again, they're very new, right? So really, really new. So staking, this is a stable investment return, right? You can put your cryptos in here and stake it. And you can use USDT, BNB, TRX, Ethereums, Bitcoins, whatever you want. And you're going to get a return every single day. And it will tell you the estimated interest you're going to make and how many earnings. And it's for a 360-day period. Okay. And then you got a subscription date, your valid date, your interest distribution date, and then your interest period, and then your maturity date. Okay, and it'll be 360 days from the day that you make your deposit. But you can actually select the term of your staking. So if you want to stake for 90 days, 180 days, or 360 days, you have 3 options there. Okay, and so you can try it for 90 days. See how much you make, enjoy the rewards. And this is making money doing absolutely nothing. Like, I mean, nothing. You just have your crypto sitting around in your phones doing nothing. You can deposit some of it right here and put it on stake mode, and you can make money. So again, thank me later. Thank me later. Okay,
Dan, can you just break down for everybody exactly what staking means? Because everybody thinks in terms of, hey, you put your crypto here, and then they trade your crypto, and you make gains on the trading, and then you get returns in return. But the word staking, people don't. It needs to be clarified. What is about staking? What is staking, and how is staking actually making money?
Okay, done. So staking makes money depends on which company differently. So that's one thing. Staking is like making interest in your bank account. So if you go to the bank and you deposit $1,000 and they pay you 2% interest, staking is very similar. Staking is the crypto word for making gains on your deposit. Your deposit is locked in for a period of time while it's staking. And while it's in staking, that crypto is being used to trade, but by the company, not by individuals, not by you, but the company is using that crypto to grow it and pay you back that dividend, pay you back that interest. I'm using words that people are familiar with here. And so basically you commit to 90 days, you put $1,000 in there, and at the end of the 90 days, your $1,000 could double or whatever the return is. It doesn't show here, but we have to do it in the back office. But the money actually comes back with a return, and you make a return all the time, and it comes in daily. And you can see that, you can log in and just see your funds growing and growing, but you can't touch it until the 90 days is up. And once the 90 days is up, you have all your capital there that you started with, your $1,000. You have all of your profit there, the whole amount. And now you have everything. And guess what? It's still yours. It didn't leave. It didn't disappear. It didn't go left and you went right. It's all there. And so a lot of people like this. Like, they actually like this. They love this because all their money's there and their profits are there. And then it's all theirs at the end, and they like it, And so staking is a really simple way to grow money in the crypto industry. So it's probably the simplest there is. This is the simplest way to grow money in the crypto industry. There's hands down, there's nothing simpler. So there you go. You just make your deposit, you allocate $1,000 to staking, you select 90 days, you hit go, and you come back after 90 days and you get your money and your profit. It's so easy. So
Beautiful.
easy.
Beautiful.
It's kind of like giving them a loan, and they give you the interest after the 90 days and the loan back. It's kind of what it's
kind of. I don't want to use debt words here because there is zero debt here. So that's the only reason I want to choose that. But it's more like, the corporation is going to use the money to grow, and they're going to pay you back a dividend for allowing them to use the money to grow. It's really, really that simple. And banks do that all the time. Like, you go make your bank deposit, and the bank takes that deposit and go trades Forex, with your money, and then they give you interest, and the bank's making way more money off your money in Forex than you're getting interest. You already know that, right? So So that's how that works at the bank.
Exactly.
All right, so this is our flow trade. Okay, so you can follow a master trader. All right, so again, you have, let's say you have $1,000. I'm going to use that $1,000 amount. So you have $1,000 in USDT in your account, and you see this guy right here, Golden Bay, and you like what he's doing. You can follow him, and then all of the trades that this guy does every single day is going to end up reflecting on your account. And you can see that he makes 16% a month doing what he does. This guy over here makes 14.5. This person does 9.9. This person makes 23.93, Blockmaster, right? So you can copy trade, follow trade, two different words, same thing, but you can actually follow trade with your funds. And these guys are doing the dirty work and the hard, heavy lifting. And you're just sitting back with your feet on the sofa, and he's drinking a beer in his underwear, and he's making, you know, this kind of interest, right? 24% right there, 24%. A month doing nothing, right? So it's really, really interesting how that works. And trading is really neat. And you can actually see the charts. You can see what they're buying and selling. You can see a lot of data. You can go really deep on it. So it's not like you're blind about anything. You can actually see what these guys are doing all month long. So it's really cool. I really like it. Like, it's really, really interesting. And by the way, if you are a trader, you can actually apply to be a master trader here, and then you can have followers and you can be one of the copy trade individuals. So we have this kind of house now where people that are really good at trading can come in and make a position, and you actually get bonuses, you get commissions, and you get all kinds of promotions and rewards here. Go ahead.
Hey, can you change how long you're following this guy, or can you follow more than one? Or like, is there a set time frame? Yeah, you follow them for a week and hey, I want to follow this guy again.
Yes, you can switch. You can switch teams. You bet. And then you can cancel too. You can stop, right? And then you can start again and things like that. So the answer is yes. Good questions. I like it. Keep them up, keep them coming. So here's the details, like I was saying. So you can actually see what these guys are doing. This dude does 20% in the last 30 days. He did 524% in the year. Okay. And you can see all of his cumulative profit and losses, right? Because these are P&L, is called profit and loss. You can see all the profits here, and then you can see the status here. And obviously green is profits and red is losses. But the whole point of trading is it doesn't matter if it's Forex or crypto, there are always wins and losses. It really is. And when you're trading like this specific style, it absolutely has that. And so there has to be a little bit of losses with the gains, but that's okay too. It's part and parcel of the business, right? And so these guys are doing that. And you can see this little tab says revenue data, trade history. And so you can see what's going on before you choose this guy. And trading days, 85 days in the game already. Trading frequency weekly, 51 trades a week. Number of losing trades, number of winning trades, total transactions, win rate 48%, cumulative followers, blah, blah, blah. So you get all this data that you can actually see before you choose who you want to trade follow. Okay.
Hey, there was another question.
Go ahead.
And it's a good question. Basically, if you're following somebody, is there a percentage that you're paying them to follow them? Like, do they get a percentage of what because you're following them, or is it just simply you're copying them, or whatever they're doing, you receive the remuneration or draws?
Good question. So when you copy trade, you are making the money, and they are making money from the company. They have all master traders have a special kind of profile. And so they actually make funds from the company for doing that. So they're getting paid by the office. Okay. So long and shorts, and they're also making the money themselves. So they make the money themselves, and they're also getting a commission from the company. Let me say it that simple. Okay. And so you can see they're doing long and short trades here, long, short, and all these ones. And we know about long and short already. You know, we've been around a minute, and you can see when they open the trades, the opening price, the closing price. And this is some of the more technical happenings that happen in some of even the other things that we do that make money. And so now people will get even smarter about what we're up to, and they'll start to learn more by being part of SureX. You're gonna see more data, you're gonna understand more of it. But again, listen, don't be scared. And don't be worried, because if you don't like looking at, spreadsheets like Walter does, that's okay, because it's all hands off and it's all automatic. I want to say this again, all hands off and all automatics. Don't be afraid, but it's there if you want it. It's one of these things where the data is there if you're into it, right? If you're a data nerd like Walter, it's all there for you. You can get into it and see what's going on. Okay. Then you can see the withdrawal history, right? You can see what you've been taking out, from which wallet, and all that data there, and its process and actual credit amount and all that sort of stuff too. So you can see all of the funds and how they're moving because it's the blockchain. So this is that thing that Marcos loves. This is Marcos' department called Transparency 101. So SureX is incredibly transparent. Everything is there. Everything is there. Nothing's hidden. Nothing's hidden at all. And so everything is transparent 101, and everybody can see everything that's going on. This is the bulls and the bears. So you can see here, the index is here, and it's got your options 1, options 2, options 3, and then options 4. So you can put down 10 USD, 20, 50, 100, 200, or 500 against the bull winning or the bear winning on this particular trade of Bitcoin versus USDT. And if you think you're a good guesser and you've done a little bit of an analysis, you can do real good, and then you can end up doubling your money, right? And the battle against other players is in 1-minute sessions. So you guys can try this. It's almost like a game, like it's a gamified. The trading has been gamified here with the bull and bear section of the website. And you'll see that on the website, it's there. So people that like to do this, there's millions of people like that like the gaming aspect of everything. Now they can actually come on here and have some fun and actually win some money. So really, really cool too. Like, again, have some fun, win some money. That doesn't hurt, right? Then we've got contract derivatives trading. So here's where you select, Bitcoin against USDT. You can see all the charts are here. Then you've got your leverage trades. We go up to 125x. And I would tell everybody right now on this call, if you don't know what you're doing, do not press that button. Do not even do this. Let the copy trade go on, learn from that for a little while, and then kind of, venture out on your own, and definitely do not crank it up to 125x. But if you do somehow want to do that, start with $10. At least at 125x on $10, you're going to be okay, right? You're going to make a lot of money, and then you won't lose a whole bunch either. But the leverage trade is cranking it up 125 times, like a magnification. And this is also how Binance Futures works and all these other ones. So if you can get in there and you actually know what you're doing and you crank up the leverage, you can make a lot of money. And so again, this pertains to people that know how to trade, and this also is for you that want to learn how to trade. So really, you can pick your style. You can do a long trade or a short trade, and I've been talking about this stuff for months to you guys, and now you can actually see what it looks like. This is what it looks like behind the scenes right here, and this is the kind of tables you have. This is how Martin, our guy there with Jensen, does all his work all day. So this is the kind of stuff he's using, tools like this that he's using to make money. And this is it right here. This is what it looks like. And it looks complicated to most people. They look at this and they're, whoa, I'm lost. What is all this? What is all this? But it's actually not that complicated. When you come back to this window again and again, it starts to grow on you, and you start to figure out what everything is. It doesn't take long. Trust me, if you are adamant about learning this and you really want to do this, it won't take you long, and nothing moves. It always stays in the same spot. So it's always going to be here, there, and there, and everything's going to be in that exact same spot, okay? So just keep that in mind. And then we have a brand new product now, which is our SLT liquidity pool dividend sharing. So a lot of words there, but a liquidity pool is kind of like an investment pool, and the dividend sharing is what's coming off of that investment, and it gets shared amongst all the members. All right, so all the money in a pool, and then the profits are split amongst all the members. That's English for you. So again, all the money's in a pool, and then all the profits are split amongst the members. This is what I joined, okay? So we have a dual token economic model here, and the SLT is pegged at the US dollar, okay? And you can add it when you use your USDT in the back office like I did. So I did $10,000 today, and I added the SLT, I bought the SLT $10,000 worth of that, okay? And I'm getting the profit sharing now, okay? And every single day, the profit sharing is gonna come into my back office, and I'm gonna be able to swap that SLT, that dividend token for USDT, for Bitcoin, and things like that. And let me just say why I did this, me personally, because it's my personal reason. I am trying to collect as much Bitcoin between now and the halving next year as I possibly can, because I know Bitcoin is going to go through the roof. And so as many tools and platforms and options where I can grow Bitcoin, collect Bitcoin, acquire Bitcoin, I'm a happy camper. Like, this is why I do this stuff. And so I put 10K in here today so that I can start getting my ST dividend, and I can start converting that into Bitcoin every day, once a week, once a month, however I feel. I haven't got my strategy quite down yet, like Andy talks about, but I just started today with my own money. So as I I start doing this more and more, I'll figure out what the strategy works best for Jan, and then I'll start doing that. But you can immediately daily take your daily rewards and swap them into other cryptos. So let me give you an example of someone else. Let's talk about Walter, okay? Because Walter likes to save money, and then it's just sitting there. So Walter could come here and put 1,000 USDT here, and then all his daily dividends that come in, he'll swap them into further USDT, and he'll use his dividends to grow other platforms, because we have other platforms and other methods of growth. So he can leave his initial 1,000 here, and it will kind of like be the golden goose spitting out the golden eggs. And then Walter will take those golden eggs over to the other platforms and start depositing and increasing the size of his deposits in other things. And so it's a great mechanism to put money here, make more money, and then put it there and make more money, you see? And eventually I'm going to actually make a flow chart with Walter and Marcos and Andy, and I'm going to show you guys how we can move money from this to that, to this, to that, like that, and show you how that can just equate at the end of like supercharging the outcome. Like we've already seen the compounding spreadsheet. We already got a good indication of how we're growing things around here. But when you guys see how we can take money from here to there to here to there like that, and then what the outcome is after, let's say, 6 months a year, you will be blown away at how fast we can grow a cryptocurrency and speed it up. And that's what it's all about, turbocharging it. And I know it sounds even maybe complicated today, but just stay close. I have plans. I have plans to educate everybody even more and really get you to understand why these tools are so necessary. So again, it's just the first day today. Relax, but you will learn more as we go along, and you guys will be really, really happy of what we have here. Now, the other thing is the ST dividend token comes out every day. Right now, it's already at 11 cents. So every single day you're getting a token worth 11 cents. And this token is not a shit coin. Let me totally stipulate that too. This has zero to do with shit coins, zero. This token is owned inside the internal company. It's a company dividend. And so it's not even available on the exchange. You cannot buy it, like none of that stuff. This is an internal process. So you're actually using your USDT to get your SLT stable coin, and then you're getting a dividend every day in the ST token, and you're able to convert that every single day into other cryptos. So again, shit coins don't work like that, and they're not part of this company and things like that. This is very, very, what would I say, in the bubble. This is only here at SureX, and this only applies here. So let me layman's terms this even more. You're like an investor in the company, and you're getting paid a dividend for being an investor. And that's the cool thing about it. And then the dividend that you receive every day, you can turn that dividend into other cryptos. And Jan, your guy, is going to turn mine into Bitcoin. So everything that I make here off my dividend, I'm going to convert that into Bitcoin, and I'm going to take that and withdraw that into my Bitcoin wallet. And I'm going to stack Bitcoin to the moon. And that's why that little guy there is in the spacesuit, because they kind of get what's going on here at SureX as well. They know what I'm doing, and I know what they're doing. So we have this symbiotic relationship that everybody's in on the same thing. We all want to collect and convert and make as much Bitcoin as possible. And so this is a really, really cool mechanism. And again, I just did the deposit today. So by next Thursday, when we do this call again, you guys are going to see dividends, and then I'm going to convert them. And just wait, you'll see all the samples, and you'll see the real life stuff. And I'll take you in my back office, and I'll show you how it's done. And then that way you guys can see it live with your eyes. So in 1 week, I'll have amassed a bunch of dividends for everyone to see. So it'll be by next Thursday. And then next Thursday, I'll do the converting. I'll convert it into Bitcoin. I'll withdraw it right away to my wallet, just like Marcos did the other day to his wallet. I'll show you guys how all this works. Just be patient and just hang on, because I'm going to show you why. And once you guys see my moves and all that stuff, you'll be like, Eureka, the light bulb will go off in Walter's head and be like, that's why he did this. Oh man, I get it. I get it now. This guy's a genius. So just hang on. You guys will see what I'm talking about here. It's amazing. So you've got contract trading, you've got exchange profits, you got the liquidity pool, you got daily dividends, which are 300% a year, which are massive. And then you can sell those tokens back into another type of crypto. Okay. So where the exchange gets the money to grow the actual dividends, there's a growth that happens here, is the company is having trades, and people do future trades, and people come in and do all kinds of stuff, and there's fees that are associated with things. And so 50% of the fees are going into the ST token to grow the liquidity pool. So 50% is going to the company to pay bills, and staff and rent and all that sort of stuff. And the other 50% goes to the people. That's us. And that's driving the price of that up so that we get a higher dividend. So it's very, very clear how the money's flowing to me. And it's very, very good how they're doing it. Very good. And so I really understand. And the pressure of economy here is real. So again, we're making real money every single day as a company. And then we're taking that real profit that we're making, and it's reported and everything, because this is all licensed. We're taking that real profit. We're splitting it right down the middle, 50% for the people, Jan and his family, 50% for the company. And so my whole family, all you guys get to come in and you get to grow and make a lot of money in the growth of this business model. So really, really cool again. And it will take some time to understand this. It'll take some time to sink in. But let me say this, when Binance started, okay, and they did this with the BNB token, I bought them again at 10 cents, 11 cents. And all my BNB tokens are in the few $100s each right now. And I have thousands of them. And so, you know, you just think about that for a minute. And that's the way the economy works. You can really, really grow something from pennies to hundreds of dollars here. And they're all solid. This is not, again, there's not a shit token. This is a solid token, a solid coin. It's in the exchange of the company. And then a year from now, the actual coin itself will be listed, and it will be listed in outside exchanges outside of this one. It'll be in the coin market cap. So we've got a year basically till December to make as much money as we can before we make even more money. Amazing, right? So we've got a year to basically, well, less than a year, man, it's already May. So we've got less than a year to stack as much as we can between now and December before the coin gets released to the marketplace. And once that hits the marketplace, oh my goodness, you guys will see how that cranks up, and everybody's going to be so rich here. Like, I'm not even joking. If you keep with me and you understand what I'm doing, you're going to see how you really make money in the crypto space. We're going to take pennies to hundreds of dollars together. And I know that's a dream of a lot of you. I know you guys have done so many things with me already, and you're like, okay, when do we do this other stuff, right? Well, this is that other stuff now. This is where it all happens here, okay? Because we can trust it in this house, right? Before we could go do this other stuff, we had to be in the right house, right? The family had to be in the right house. Now we're in the right house, and now we can take advantage of the other stuff, okay? Just trust me on this, please. You'll see what I'm talking about. And even by next week, it'll become more clear once I have some results in my back office to show you guys. But anyway, the bottom line is here, we're going to make a tremendous amount of money off crypto. Like, I mean, a tremendous amount together. And even for the $100 players that are out here, you're going to go 100x. For the $1,000 players, you're going to go 100x. For the $10,000 players like me, I'm going to go 100x. What's 10,000 times 100, Walter? I'm pretty sure that's a million. And so that's what it's about, right? And for the $100,000 players, they're going to 10x. That's a 10 million. Okay. So think about that for a minute. So whatever your threshold of budget is, awesome. We love you. Everyone's welcome here. This is an exchange. Everyone's welcome. And you have this ability now to grow on something that's going to explode in the coming months, in this first year. And again, this is not like anything else we're doing where, you know, it could go out of business and die tomorrow and it's in a gray space and it may not have a license. No, it's none of that. This is an actual bricks and mortar, fully licensed operation that's going to be in business for another 10, 20 years. So there's no stopping this one. Like, this is solid blue chip business model here. Okay. Big difference, huge difference. And again, it's not a shit coin, because this has zero to do with what's going on in the shitcoin space and in the coin market cap out there and whatever they're doing over there. This is all internal company. And it's almost like internal stocks of the company. So it's really solid. It's blue chip as it gets. And that's why I'm here. And I know you guys know that I don't mess around. So you can see now the SureX token, the ST supply. You can see the initial price, and you can see the token purpose. You can see that staking is 15% of the dividends. The liquidity pool is 60, the technical team 10%, the initial market making 8, and the marketing budget 7. So there's a plan for all of the profits that are being made here and where it's going. So earlier, Marcos asked me about staking. Well, how is staking making money? Well, here it is. 15% of what we're doing goes to the staking rewards and grows people's funds in the staking department. You see how the pie chart is here. So all the funds are very well organized and highly allocated and done properly. In my opinion, I gave this 3 check marks. I was like, okay, you guys got this perfect. And so this is really what you need to have in order to make a success happen. So it's got all of the underpinnings of a really, really highly successful outcome. So again, what does that mean to us? Well, there's still so much more, but it means to get involved. It means to come to the Zoom calls. It means to get, educated. And there's a lot going on here. This is the deepest thing we've got. So it's going to take a minute for everyone to really understand everything. But at the end of the day, once all of this is clear in your mind, you will see what I see and you'll be like, oh my goodness, this is truly a gold mine. And it really is, ladies and gentlemen. It really is a gold mine. Okay. So market success stories out there. Bybit. They came out in the market. You guys can go see them. They did really good. Apollo X on Binance. This did really good, right? This was a DAO. And so these are 2 examples of coins that went out in the marketplace and just kicked some butt. We're seeing that our numbers are even better than these ones. That's the point of why these slides are here. The SureX team and our SureX numbers on what we're doing right now in the early stages, our numbers are already better than these guys. And so we're going to capitalize huge on everything. Okay. And this is how the exchange makes profit. So look at all the profit centers that go on here. We make profit on transaction fees, withdrawal fees, leverage trading, futures contracts, bull and bear war, which is that gamified situation, the AI quantitative trading, because I don't do anything on earth if it doesn't have AI, hedging trades, the SGT listing fees. Okay, so what happens now is another company will have their coin and they want to list it somewhere so that people can buy it and sell it and trade it. Well, we have a listing fee. So if a company comes to us at SureX and says, hey, I've got our project and we're Solana and Solana wants to list with us, Solana has to pay a listing fee and we make profit off of that. And then that profit is shared to the members, you see. Interest on deposits and loans. And again, these are things that Walter said. And so there's deposits and loans that go on in another division, not in here in the back office. So 9 will confuse some of you. Number 10, the platform tokens, which we have our own, the ST. The launch pad is we're going to have an incubator where we're going to launch various new projects to the world, and they'll all come from the SureX launch pad. And then there's innovative business that we're doing out there. And then there's others, so again, there's more depth to this, like I said, than anything else. So there's a lot of financial profiting happening here. And you guys know that capitalism is my religion, right? You guys know that. And capitalism has been my religion forever. And so all 13 items here in a business model, which this is, these are all capitalistic items. Like this is all capitalism happening right here in front of your face. And so this is profit. And this is what this is about. And again, this is why this impresses me, because this business model making profit and has very, very many areas of such. And that's what tells me that the longevity, the profitability, and my people's money and all of us making gains here is definitely going to come through for us all. And that's what you can see now. And that's what I saw too. And we can't get as deep as we really can in this, but there's 13 areas right there. And that should answer a lot of people's questions about how are we going to make money? Well, we are. It's guaranteed. There we go. So SLT liquidity pool, the marketing mechanisms. Let me get into this. There's 4 major rewards. Okay. So we're going to make 68% commission. Okay. 10% in rank benefits, 12% in peer benefits, 5% in the president's club, and 50% in the contract transition fee. So 50% of all the trades that go on the exchange, the fees come to us and they get distributed here like this: 68, 10, 12, and 5. Okay. And so you guys can see that. This is our thing. So level 1, everyone that joins, you get 50% of the winnings. So just like in other platforms, we're getting paid on the winnings now. So any amount that anyone's spending, fees, making gains, anything that's going on, if you bring them into the business, you make 50% of that, which is huge. It's huge. And then everything from level 2 to 10 as a networker, you're making 2% of the rest. So level 2 to 10, there's 10 levels. You're getting 50%, not 10, not 8, not 5. You're getting 50% on level 1, and then you're getting another 2% on level 2 to 10. And a guy like Marcos that does YouTube videos, all right, and when he gets good at this, because he will get good at this, I'll help him. Like, let me use him as a great example. When he goes and does his YouTube videos and he puts his link out there, and everybody, stranger people, watch his videos on YouTube, thousands of people, and then they click his link and join SureX, he is going to make 50% of everything that individual does in the exchange. You think about that for a minute. That is
Wow.
massive amounts of money, massive amounts of money. And you already know how the 10 levels goes down 2%. And we've seen everything go down from 2% to 1 to half to 3/4 to decimal 3. You've seen all that already. This stays flat at 2%. So 50% off everybody on level 1. I heard him say wow a second ago. And then 2% on every other level. This is the juice, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot of juice. And depending on how you're marketing yourself and depending on how you do business out there, you can make a tremendous amount of commissions here. And again, that's another reason I said that right at the very beginning. I've seen a bunch of different exchanges don't pay anything. I've seen a bunch of Forex things that pay $3. You know how many YouTube links you gotta pump for $3 each? Like a lot, man. And you know that's peanuts. Here, you're making 50% of everything that these people are doing, which is again, it's kind of like a cumulative total that comes in every month on that individual. And then let's say Marcos has got 1,000 signups off of YouTube times everything those people are doing every month. I'm just saying it's just massive amounts of money. And we saw some spreadsheets in the office and they did some extrapolations like Andy does. And I was blown away. Like, again, I'm going to say this, a guy like Marcos in our family right now, doing what he does, this young man can make like $5 million doing this year. 5 million easily. I saw what the other kids are doing in Taiwan and Vietnam and stuff, and they do less than him. And this guy's got a way bigger reach and knows way more than they do. And those kids are already making $3-4 million. And Marcos, I guarantee, is going to make like $5 million here. I promise. I know he will. I know it. And I'm going to help him make that because he's going to give me half, like he always does.
You are so funny.
You love it how I throw that in there, hey?
Just
All right.
love it.
And then, okay, so above and beyond this ranking level, so we got level 1 to 10. This is our first level, 68%. Remember, we're making 68% here, so it adds up. And I'll get into more details, and I'll show you guys the back office. And once, like next week, we'll have more numbers to look at, and then it will be all like clearer. It'll be clearer. So just be patient. And then we have the VIP levels, and you got VIP 1. VIP 2, VIP 3, 4, and 5, and these are numbers of deposits. So if people come in the exchange, and under Marcos, he's got $50,000 worth of money rolling in all the people he signed up, then he moves to VIP 1, and he gets an additional 2% of all that action as well. It's huge. And then if he's got $150,000 worth of crypto going on in all his members in his bubble, then he gets another 4%. You see how the percentage doesn't go down? It actually goes up. Like, this stuff makes me happy, man. And there's no binary. There's none of that sauce. There's no legs, none of that sauce. It's all uni level. It's all wide open. It's so amazing. And then then you make another 4%, broski. And then after that, you got to make sure that you have to have 3 VIP 2s under you for that next level of 6%. So you have to have 3 other people in your team that have 150K worth of business with them. I'm going to talk like that. It's easier to understand. So if you have 3 other people now under you, maybe Carl, maybe Dora, and maybe whoever, Guillermo, if you got 3 other people underneath you that all have 150K in business, then you move up to VIP 3 and you get an additional 6%. And then again, same thing for VIP 4, and then same thing, you get it, rinse and repeat for VIP 5. But that's the other thing. So what this does at this level of VIP 3 is it kind of makes you make sure you're building leaders. This is what this does. It's like, okay, I got to make sure that I get Carl up to 150K. I got to make sure I get Dora up to 150K. I got to make sure I get Andy up to 150K, and then I can advance. And we've seen this before in other ones. But again, the pay was no good. Here, the pay is amazing. And so it's worth it. Trust me, it's worth it. And so that's all you got to do. And that actually helps you build more leaders and leadership. And that also helps you advance ranks and all that stuff. And it actually helps you make more money. So rather than this starting at 10 and going down to 2, as you build people, you're getting paid more, which that's the way I like it. This is the kind of math I want to see. And so that's how this works. The more people you build up, the more you make, which I really like that. So you can see a little chart here. First generation VIP, you're going to make 2%. Okay. In VIP 4, you're going to make 2%, 1.5, and another 1. And then in VIP 5, you're going to make 2%, 1.5, 1, 0.5, and 0.5, 5 levels deep. This is on top of the first 10 levels. Let me explain. So we got first 10 levels, and then it goes to the VIP range, and then you're another additional 5 levels. So remember, you're making the first 10 levels and you're making 50% on your level 1 back there. And now you've opened up all 10 levels, let's say, and now you get to VIP 1, and now you're making another 5 additional levels when you get to VIP 5. So it's, again, when I said before, a tremendous amount of money, I wasn't joking. Like if you unlock all these levels and you're good at this, you are making a really ridiculous amount of income, like commission wise, like ridiculous, like insane. So again, level 1, 50%, level 2 to 10, 2%. Then we get to the VIP 5 levels, okay? And then that's how that 10% is split around too. So you can see that you got 2, 2, 2 like that, 1.5, 1.5, 1, 1, 0.5, and 0.5 on the 5th generation, okay? Then you got the President's Club. And so you get an additional 5% there, and you can use that 5% towards travel, luxury car, luxury goods, quarterly dividends. So again, I don't care about any of the first 3 because I can buy all that stuff already, but the quarterly dividend, that's what I signed up for. I want a nice, big, fat, juicy bonus check every 90 days. Like, I mean, a fat one, a big one, and that's what's going to be like. And so you already know how you get excited about those bonuses. Well, imagine how big your bonus will be every 90 days, and then you cash that in, and you'll be like, yes. And I can't wait till we do the Zoom call when you cash your first one, and me too. But that's really what's going to go on. And then some people do want this other stuff. They want travel. They want a luxury car. I know you're still wanting one, luxury goods, all that kind of stuff. So there's all these bonuses are going to be there, and you guys will see some of the promotions they do. These guys are highly promotive, like they really, really are. And so it's a different kind of company. Like it is. You'll see that too. You'll see how these guys roll. It's actually really different. And so the contract trading fee, the benefits of the 50%, you see that? You got all 10 levels, and you've got 5, 5, 5, 5 across all 10 like that. And it adds up. The contract dividends and rewards are both distributed in the ST coins. So you're going to get the ST coin on that, and then you're going to end up swapping that for USDT, Bitcoin, or one of those two. That's what I'm doing. So you do what you want, but I'm going to swap my ST for Bitcoins. And then it can be converted to 90% USDT, which you can still swap to Bitcoin. And there's a 10% and 10% contract funds. So what that means is that 10% will go back into your contract, and that you will grow that money in the system. So 90% goes home and 10% stays and grows in the system. So you take 90 home and you leave 10% to grow more for you and create more dividends. So it's positive, right? So you take out 90 in cash and you put 10 back to work. 90 in cash and 10% back to work, okay? And you can see that contract funds can be used for contract trading. Profits can be withdrawn. It's obvious. And then contract fees are distributed daily, every single day. So it's an every single day withdrawal for a total of 10 levels. So every single day, you're getting your thing in your back office. Lots to consume. We're still not even close to being done. I still want to show the website now. But this is the guy that started Binance, all right? He founded it in 2017. It took 4 years to become the richest Chinese man in history. He surpassed Jack Ma from Alibaba, and that Li Jingcheng guy, I'm not even sure what he does. Only the cryptocurrency circle can create miracles, right? And you could be the next miracle. And they just have this little slide, but you can't. You guys can all be the next miracle. Like, you guys can get out there and really grow with stuff like this. And we're already growing with stuff like this. You already know we got growth all going on in the family. So this is another tool and another added value and another benefit for everybody to be able to use an exchange, be able to convert cryptos, to be able to make money in networking, and also use some of the winnings that they have. Like remember, like some people like myself have a lot of winnings, and it's actually just sitting too. And I actually want to put it to work. So again, I put 10K in here today to work for me and stuff like that. So, you know, I want to start growing money that I've already made now. Like, I've made my commissions, cool. And now I want to grow my commissions another level. And why? Why do I want to? Because I want to collect as much Bitcoin before next year's happening. That's why. Like, I have a strategy and a plan. Like, I want to multiply this shit. I want to turbocharge my winnings. And unless you start using tools like this and other things to do that, you're not going to make it. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for the opportunity to help you become rich. And it's, you know, they say it doesn't need once is enough. And that's true. Once you get rich once, you're pretty good after that, right? Like, you don't have to try again. You're there now. And so that's what it's all about. But again, I thank you all for letting me have the opportunity to help you guys become rich. And again, it just begins. It's definitely nowhere near the end. We are just beginning what we're up to here. So really, really cool stuff and really, really exciting things. So let me show you the website. Let me go there now. Okay. Let's go to the SureX website. So trading platform right here, you guys can get started. You can see all the different coins that are here and what they're at today. So greens means the gains. There's Tron and USDT. You guys are familiar with that one. It made 1% today. And then there's losses, you know, and there's gains and there's losses. And this happens all the time. And then you can see the tops here. So you can see Bitcoin was up today 0.33. So again, if I had Bitcoin, you know, and converted, I would have made more money today. Bitcoin Cash is up today. Tron's up today. Ethereum's up today. So all the big boys at the top are up. BNB, look at that. It's worth $304. And remember, I got those at 10 cents. So right here, this particular coin at $304, I got a shit ton of those, a big pile, and I only paid 10 cents for them, just like here at SureX. Remember that part, because that's the juice. And so if you think about my coins that are worth $304 each now, it's insane. Like, it's actually really insane how much money I've made just off that from back in the day. News is going to be coming on here, so you guys will see more and more of the updates here as well. There's an elite trader section, there's tournaments, there's promotions, and again, they're going to fill it up. This is still new. You've got the Android app, and we will be on the Apple Store. It says coming soon, because again, we're still new, so lots of still development coming. So everyone will see as we grow and progress. And again, remember, this is like a blue chip company. This is backed by serious investment firm. Like, this is not some fly by night, you know, thing. This is real steel, you know, solid steel, and everything's in here. All the licenses are in place. It takes a long time to even get the licenses before they can even turn this thing on. So again, it's all been a lot of hard work, the kind of work that I do to get here. Remember, we're using AI, okay, to provide trading and management in there. Everything's on the blockchain, digital assets, and AI. We actually have support as well, 24/7 support. And there you go. And there's just some of the things on the bottom of the website. You can do the market, follow trade, futures, staking, bull versus bear, the SLT pool, which I'm in, the swap, and spot trading is coming soon. We're also on Facebook, we're on Twitter, and we're on Instagram. So you guys can follow those social medias. I know you like that. You can see the FAQs if you have questions. You can contact the company. They really have staff and they really answer. I met all the cute girls that answer the support. Really nice people. About us. So we can click on that for a sec. So we are now offering services to 100 countries, more than 100 countries worldwide. And you guys all know that I got over 50,000 customers in 100 countries worldwide myself. Just Jan, just this guy right here. I got over 100 countries and over 54,000 customers now. Okay. So think about that for a minute. All right. So if you think this is awesome, I think it's awesome. It's the people's exchange by making it the fastest growing market accessible for everyone. And again, we're about the people here. We're about the family. Again, this all follows in with my vision and who we are. And again, give it time, everybody. I know you're listening. I know you're trusting. Just give it time. It will grow on you, and you'll really understand in the coming weeks why we're here and why this one. Just trust me on everything, please. And we have expert traders. It's simple, it's engaging and transparent. That's Marco's favorite department. That's another reason why we're here. This is the only transparent exchange I've ever met that actually shows everything in the back office and on the blockchain. The mission is to empower crypto believers to achieve their dreams and let our passion fuel your dreams. And the vision is to be your first social trading network. And again, Marcos is in social media. I'm in social media. We grew this big because of our social skills in social media. And so this is a social trading network. This fits again with us, our family, the characters in our family, the vision, how we work, why we work, how much money we want to make when we work. It pays handsomely. So again, lots of cool things going on here. Apart from offering regular spot and contracting, it's got an innovative and smart, easy to use functions. They have a multilingual interface, 24/7 customer support. Somebody like Walter, test the support system between now and next week. Send them an email and ask them a crazy question. Find out what the answer is, please. Okay. Do it. Everybody do it. Somebody do it. Let me know. Send that email. Check it out. I want some answers because I'm the worst guy. I never use support. Honestly, I never really do. Like I have never written from the outside to support. Like I never really ever have. I know it sounds crazy, but I really haven't. I've always been internal. So I get stuff done because I call the boss and I kick his ass and light a fire under there. All right, so this is the market listings. You can search a coin by name, and then again, remember we're gonna bring other companies to the exchange and to the listings, and that's gonna get really sexy. And let me tell you how. Let me explain. When you're part of this business model like we are now, you're gonna get news and updates in your email. Okay. Let me use Solana because we know that name. So Solana, before it got listed on the exchange, had to get listed on the exchange somewhere. And so now you're going to get an email from SureX and it's going to say, Marcos, check this out. Solana is being listed on Monday. It's a brand new project. Here's some data about it. Here's what the company's doing. Here's blah, blah, blah. Get ready. You're going to make some money now. And then Solana will list on Monday. And when it lists on Monday, you can put your pre-buy order in on that coin. Okay. And you could throw $1,000 on that Solana that's listing on Monday. And then Solana is going to go up on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and stuff like that. And then you can sell. You can actually sell high for where you bought from low. So you're going to buy low on Monday because you get the early news of the listing, and then you're going to sell high on Friday. And there's a chance that your $1,000 buy could turn into $3,000, $4,000, $10,000. I don't know because again, it's the market's appetite. Nobody knows. But the point is you have the ability now. You have this ability to make money on things that you never had the ability before to. Okay. Second thing, you can have your $1,000 ready and you can have your copy trade going, and your the guys that trade for us in the system are going to buy that Solana coin on release on Monday in our exchange, and they're going to make some wager on that for everybody. And you can just sit back and let the automatic system do it for you too. So lots of cool ways to take advantage of exchange listings. And again, we can't do that at Binance. We're not on the inside there. We don't get those kind of emails there, but we're going to get them here, and we're going to know right before this thing launches that to be ready, and it's launching on Monday, and then boom, we're going to be able to take advantage of that. And that to me is again money in the bank. You know, that's why I signed up for money in the bank, right? The spot market is that, so it's buying low, selling high. Okay, that's all these coins that are listed here, and there's a lot. And also the other thing is you can swap here, so you can swap your USDT to another one, and you can bring in your SHIB coin and get rid of it now and get something else. You know, you can. It takes Litecoin, but nobody uses that anymore. But it's got all the main ones that everyone's using, and so it's really handy. Okay, then it's got futures, and this is where you leverage trade. Okay, you got a trade button over here. I'll press it for you guys. You can see. Here you go. Look at this. This is the sexy interface that goes on here. Right now, I can trade Bitcoin to US dollar, and I know how to do this. So I could actually do this, but I don't have any money in my account right now. So by next Thursday, I'll put some money in there and I'll take you guys on a demo through this next week. We've already been on this call a long time, but next week I'll show you guys some stuff. Here you can set your leverage 1 time, 3 time, 5 time, 10 time, and I'll crank it to 125 times so you can see that. So it's 125 times leverage. That means my $10 is worth 125 times $10. So I'll leverage 125 for you guys next week. And for the fast math guys, just add a 0. That means my $10 is worth $1,250. Okay. And so that means I'm playing and I'm trading with $1,250, not 10. Right? Wow. And then if my $1,250 makes gains, I'm making gains on $1,250, not 10, which again, wow. Right? So that's what's going on. So really interesting stuff, and why leverage trades are so popular and people love it, because if you're good at this and you can actually make money with leverage, you're making a lot more than the other guys that are losing. Okay. So it's a winner's, it's a lion of the jungle game in here. You know, if you're a lion and you come in the jungle like this, you can make a lot of money. If you're the sheep, you're probably going to get eaten by the lions, just letting you know ahead of time. So if you're a sheep, definitely go with the copy trade. But if you're a lion, come in here and make some buys and sells like I'm going to do. And I'll show you guys how I do some too. I'm actually really excited to get back into trading myself. But for the most part, I'm going to set my money on autopilot. I just want to be clear about that. I'll do some demo trades on Thursdays for you guys. We'll have some fun. I'm not going to take a real serious attitude to it, but I'm going to use the auto trade system to definitely grow my money. 100% like that. That's why I signed up. Okay. So now you see it. So this is a great interface, really clean, really concise. Everything's there. There's no data because I haven't done any orders, but once I do orders, it'll all show up there. And then I can transfer those funds after, okay? And I can choose whatever asset I want to use. You can see that, okay? And so just different things. And I can do a long trade or a short trade, right? And that's what trading is about. So longing and shorting. And we'll explain more in the coming weeks of how that works. And I know there's some people on this call going, wow, I've always wanted to learn this, Jan. This is so cool. Thank you. And I'm like, okay, you are welcome. You'll see. Some of you are going to be really good at this. And some of you are just going to do what Marcos does and be lazy and hit the auto button, right? Because you got no time. You're making videos. All right, so you can do a quick swap. The spot is coming soon. So you hit the trade button. You can do a quick swap with 0 fees and no slippage, by the way. So you can do a quick conversion. If you already have your money in here, there's no fees. Look, quick conversions with 0 fees. So let's just say I've got, I have nothing in here right now. No, I've already made ST token. Look at that. Actually, did the timer go by? It did. I've already made 720 dividends today, guys. I did a $10,000 deposit. I've already made 720 STs. Wow, I didn't even know. Surprise, Jan. Surprise, bro. Cool. So I've got 720 to F with here, which is I've already made $80 today in hours. Like I did it at like 11 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock now. That's 3 hours and change. And I've already made $80 off my dividends. Look at that. That's why I'm here. I just love making money. Crypto rewards. All right. So there you go. So I can swap my gains that I made today off my deposit already into USDT. Like, tell me again how cool that is. And boom, swap, hit the button and it's going to go through. I'm not going to do it today because what I'm going to do is I'm going to save up a whole bunch till next Thursday and then we'll see how much I got and then we'll do it on Thursday next week. But I'm going to do that for you guys live next Thursday and I'll swap my dividends for you in a USDT. And then I'm also going to withdraw them live and you guys can see how fast they come to my wallet and stuff like that like we've done before. We want to show everybody the goods and show everybody it works, okay? And swap is currently available for ST to USDT via the fund wallet. Click here for more details. Okay, so that's what you're able to do. Okay, if you want to convert a Bitcoin to something else, you're going to have to trade it. You're going to have to sell your Bitcoin to the market, and then it comes back in USDT, and then you can withdraw that. But I'll teach you guys that all next week. I don't want to confuse anybody. And then there's perpetual contracts settled in USDT, so you can do it on Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Tron, Ethereum, BNB, and I think there's a few more there. Let's look here. There's a little button there. No, okay, those are the main ones. Ah, come on, Jan. Yeah, those are the main ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 areas where you guys can grow your funds on here and increase your capital. So again, I've got a bunch of Bitcoin sitting around. I can bring it in here and I can grow it. I've got some BNB token. As I said before, I've got them at 10 cents. They're $300 something. I can bring them here now and I can grow them. The reason I haven't done that is because I've been deathly afraid of Binance closing my account because it was from Canada. Like, I swear to God, I tell you guys the truth. I'd never put my BNBs into work because I was always afraid that, you know, Binance was going to do something with Canada and blah, blah, blah. And then they eventually did. And I heard through the rumor mill that it was coming. And so I was always afraid. So I just kind of kept the tokens in my wallet and I never grew them. And now I have a home where I can grow my money. I'm serious. Like I was always afraid of them like clamping or freezing my money at Binance. That is a big fear of mine with Binance is the freezing of funds. Like I just don't trust them. You can see the leaderboard here now. This is some money making, you know, animals here. Let's go yesterday. Let's do last 7 days. Look at this. So in the last week, Japan, this user ID guy has made $2.9 million in trades. 2.9 million. This dude in Taiwan, 2.8 million. This guy in Malaysia, where I am now, 2.7 million. This guy in Indonesia, 2.6. Taiwan, 2.5. China, 2.5. Vietnam, 2.1. Thailand, 2 million. South Korea, 2 million. And Vietnam, 2 million. And yes, it's all Asian. Yes, it is because we're in Asia. This is why. But now we're going to have USA on here. We're going to have Canada on here. We're going to have UK because of us, because of Jan, Marcos, Walter, and all of you in our family. And we're going to have Africa on here, right? Nigeria will show up here now. And India is going to be on here. You'll see how this changes because of us. But we're going to end up opening this up and exposing this to the world, and it's going to get out there. That's our job, to become, you know, global promoters of this thing. And you can see here the last 10 positions are during the event. Total trading volume are plus or minus of 1 million, and the winning rate during the event was plus or minus 50%. Like, that's huge. 50% at 2.9 million. What is that, Walter? That's 1.45 million, bro. These guys are beasts. And then you can see the profit and loss. This guy, 100%, 100%, 100%, all wins, no losses. So these guys are making bacon like crazy, all 100%. So really, really powerful. Amazing, actually. This stuff really impressed me when I looked at that too. Then there's the bull versus bear. This is where you can, leverage $10, $20, $50, $100 against whether the bull's going to win or the bear's going to win. And I can transfer some funds. I only have $1 in there because I deposited $10,001, and then I put the 10,000 to work already, which I've made 80, as you see. I could go sell those tokens right now back to USDT, but I'm waiting till next Thursday for everyone on that call. But in the future, next Thursday, I will do this. So next Thursday, I'll sell the tokens. You'll see that. Next Thursday, I'll do the bull versus bear, and I'll choose a position here, and I'll leverage some funds on that and see if I win. And then I'm going to give away the winnings. So that my deal will be this. If I win on the bull versus bear thing, whatever I win, I'm going to give it to you guys. I'm going to give it away to the family. Okay. That's my promise to everybody. So I will show you how this works. And only next Thursday will I give it away, because then everything after that, I'll become addicted and I'm going to want to keep it for myself. But next Thursday, I will do the bull versus bear live for everybody, because I'll have some funds in there, and then you guys can see. And if I win, I'm going to give away whatever I want. Okay, so get ready. Come to next Thursday's call. Okay, and you've got a 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, and 10 minute interval in here. Okay, and you can basically set your value on that time table. So you got 4 different times. So if you actually want to make a play in a 1 minute window, we're going to do that next week, and then we'll choose like 5 minute, and then we got to wait around for 5 minutes and see what happens. But we can make gains in a 1 minute window, and you can just keep going and going and going and do it again and again and again. It's actually really amazing, and I would say it's a little addictive. There's people that love this. They just keep hitting that $100 button, and they just keep doubling their $100 like a boss. Like it gets a little bit crazy. Be careful. Be careful, everybody. Be careful.
Kind of like binary.
Yeah, exactly. So how to play, if you guys want to come to the website, most of you guys got links now. You can come here and do this. You can read up, but you select your currency, you set your buying side, bull or bear. Then there's a USDT to kick it on. It's a game. Players can choose from a match in the game of 1 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute, like I showed you. After a successful match, the starting price will be captured. The final result of winning or losing will be compared to the price at the beginning of the game. Profit calculation. If the player buys a bull market and the closing price is greater, then the user wins, or vice versa. If a player buys bear and the final price is lower, the user wins, and vice versa. Vice versa means you lost, right? So if you choose correctly, you win. And there you go. And then you can see the index. So you can select your whatever index, because it's going to take a price from one of these 4 companies. So KuCoin, Huobi, OKX, or Binance. It'll take this price of Bitcoin from there. That's what it's asking you to do. So you're going to choose. I'm going to go with KuCoin, like that, And actually, sorry, the weighted index is an average of all 4. So it takes all 4 of these and averages them to this bottom number. Okay, that's an average of all 4. And then it shows any orders that you have here, which I have none yet, but I will next week. And I'll do this with you guys, and we'll have some fun. We'll see if we can win some money together. I think we have good luck. All right, now the Earn tab is probably the best tab for everybody. So just pay attention to this one. This is everything on autopilot under Earn. Okay, so you can do everything under autopilot. So you can stake, one-click staking, ROI paid daily. So your return on investment is going to be paid daily. So you can put in your amount, whatever it is, estimated earnings. So let's put in 10K like I did today. I deposited 10K. So 10,000 is going to pay me $2,160, right? Which is really, really good. That is what? 21.6%, right? Very good. And monthly earnings. So again, this is doing absolutely nothing. So I got crypto sitting in my wallet, rotting away, doing nothing. I'm going to take it here. I'm going to put 10K of my USDT here, and I'm going to come out with 12.16, so I'm making money instead of just letting it sit around doing nothing, which is what staking is so good for. Staking is awesome. So again, if you've got savings and you've got some savings built up and you want to grow it some low risk, no risk. This is the no risk growth. Like there's no risk here, 0 risk. Really, there is no risk here. So the risk quotient goes down to 0 here. And so you can grow your funds. It's just like putting money in the bank and then paying you interest for leaving your funds in the bank. Like really, it's that simple. There's no risk putting $1,000 in the bank and them giving you interest, every month or whatever. So again, same thing here. You put your money in here at no risk, and then you make that interest every month. And you can again select 90 days, right? So let's do that again. 10K. You're going to make $390 in 90 days. You make less, in 90 days. You make, it looks like a little more in 180 days. Yeah, 900. And then in 360 days, you make the most. So if you commit to 360 days of savings, you're going to make the most money, 2160 on that. And again, doing nothing, absolutely nothing. There's nothing to follow. There's nothing to trade. There's no confusion. You don't have to learn anything. All you gotta do is make your deposit and then stake it. Like it's like 2 steps, deposit and then hit the stake button. Stake now. There's the button right here. Big orange one. Easy peasy. And you know what? Next week, I'm going to put some funds in here and I'm going to stake for everyone too. I'll show you guys how that works next Thursday as well. So I'm going to do everything so you guys can see it all. I really want everyone to understand it and do it.
Can you stake USDT TRC20 or is it only Ethereum?
Good question. When I did the deposit, it asked me either one. So I'm pretty sure, like when I did my initial deposit, it asked me for either one. Yeah, pretty sure you can. But that's a good question. Maybe next week I'll start right from the deposit level and then start there, and then you guys can watch me do all that. Maybe that's what I'll do too. Because, you know, we all love watching the nuts and bolts, and that's what you like too. So I do too. So maybe I'll just start there and I'll do the deposit and then we'll go through all the things. All right, so here is the follow traders. These are all the traders that you can follow in the business, and you can see their percentage of ROI right here. You can see 20% here in 30 days. It's all in 30 days, 14%, 17, 8, 19, 14, 18, 14, 12, 16, 20, 13, 18, 21, 5, 6. Arsenal seems to be the biggest guy here. He's got 21, 5, 6. Okay, and the reason I'm looking for the biggest guy, no, this guy right here, 26.66 right there. We're going to come back to him in a minute. And we're gonna look at his trading window here, and we'll see what he's doing. Like, what is he trading? But look how many people you can choose from to trade for you. Like, it's awesome, and all these people are making bacon. So again, look how many options you have. Lots of options. But I'm gonna go after what most people go after, the big guy. So let's just go look at the big guy. Here we go. So if I put in my $1,000 to follow him. So there's where it goes, USDT. You can select how many days you want to follow. So you can do 7, 14, 21, or 28 days. So again, you're not even risking your capital for that long. You're putting it in for 28 days. That was Walter's question earlier. So you only got 4 choices. You got 7 days, 14 days, 21 days, and 28 days. And then your ROI is going to be 26.66% in the 30-day window, right? So really good earnings. 14,000%, or sorry, 14, my $1,000 will be 1,437 by the end of the month. So I'm going to make $437.29 profit on that 1,000. And remember, the 1,000's still mine. Like, no one took the 1,000 from me and then I got to ask for it back someday. It's not taken away from me. It's yours. The 1,000 doesn't disappear somewhere and then it's not yours anymore. The 1,000's still yours, and $1,000 USDT is still Marcos's money in the system. It doesn't leave. It's there. And the $437 profit that he's going to make following this guy is yours too. It gets deposited right into your account again. So again, it's not mystery money. It's not leaving your ownership at all. Like, you own it. It's your money, and you're actually making profit on top of it. So that's a secure thing. Like, I think some people really want to try that and want that in life, right? In crypto life, they want some security of what's going on. You can see this dude has over 2,000 followers. His win ratio 50%, which is really good. Total transactions, number of winning trades, just a little more. He's lost in 1, yeah. And his frequency is 55 trades a week, and he's been trading for 190 days. So he's been doing good. This dude has been doing really good, and he's been making the bacon. So again, it's that simple. Welcome to earning on autopilot. Thank me again. So easy, right? I know you love this. Like, so easy, and it's actually fun. Like, you get to. And like Walter said, okay, well, when can I switch off that guy and try another guy? Well, 7 days. And by the way, Walter, like you were asking me, you can actually trade with this guy for 7 days and then go back and trade with another guy with another amount of money for another 7 days. Because look at all the ones that are lit up in red here. So I can try this guy with $1,000. I can try this guy with $1,000. I can try this guy with $500, example, right? So you can try different people with different denominations. And some, like that guy that does the big percentage, I'm going to let him roll for 30 days because I want to see what that guy can do for me in a month. But maybe some of these other ones, I'll just go 7 days and just see what the juice comes back, right? So really, really interesting. And then you can also follow. So if you see here, they have a follow button, so you can follow their antics throughout time. And, you know, it gets interesting. And then this is what I did today, the SLT pool. So there's reasons why I started here, and I teach you guys all my opinion of everything, but the SLT pool is again, investing in the overall business, receiving a dividend every day, and growing the actual token that's going to be released in the market at the end of the year. And I, Jan, want to have as many of these tokens at 10 cents as I possibly can, because I know this is all solid steel. And so when this thing goes to the next level of business, and this thing launches to the world at the end of the year, and it's on all the other crypto exchanges and all that, my goodness, I'll tell you now, and you're still with me. I know Marcos is going to be with me by the end of the year. I know many of you will be. You'll see how much I make on my decision right now, because it's a decision that I made. So I made a decision. I'm accumulating these tokens, and when these tokens actually go to market and go for sale and are out there, and it's backed by this business and this business model and all these credentials and all this top quality everything, and we got thousands of people obviously already in here trading and doing everything, like this thing is just going to grow and grow and grow and grow. And guess what's going to happen to my money? Grow. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's going to be so exciting to see the results of this. And then, and again, I had the Binance stuff since 10 cents, and I'm years later. What's this going to look like years from now? I don't even know, but it's going to be gigantic. So you can see right here the SLT token. SLT subscription. I'm already mixing this up. It's the SLT subscription, the SLT liquidity pool, and the ST token. The token is called ST, and this is the in-house owned by the company asset. It's a company-owned asset, like a stock. Okay, you got to think like that. It's a company-owned asset. It's not for sale. I can't buy any. I can't sell you any. It's only in the company. It's a company-owned asset, and it's already worth 11 cents. So look at that. Really nice gains on that. Look at my balance. I already got 720 of them, and I just started today. Look at my deposit. I've deposited 10,000 USDT in there, and I already got my distribution of funds, and I made 720 STs already. Like, how cool is that? I was like, I didn't even expect this yet. Like, I really didn't. And then you can buy more subscription, right, with your USDT, or you can sell your subscription back to the company. You can't sell it to me. You can't sell it to you. You can only sell your subscription back to the company. So what does that say again? You can get out. So again, if you buy in and you do this for 2 months, and only an example, and all of a sudden you need money, you can come back and sell it and get out back to USDT and free up your capital again. So how cool is that again? Like, this is the coolest I've ever seen it. That's another reason why I did this. That's another reason why I chose this company, because this company doesn't hold your money ransom. They even give it back to you if you're in trouble or you want it, or whatever decision you make. You can decide to be in or you can decide to be out. You get the decision. My family gets the decision of whether being in or out, and at whatever time they want. Again, how cool is that? Nobody does this in the industry. And that's what I like about here. It's that freedom aspect. I have the freedom to decide to make money. I also have the freedom to leave when I'm done, or freedom to go when I need to, which again, I'm telling you, it doesn't happen anywhere. And those copy trade things where it's 7 days and all like that, all of them are always at 30. So I just want to highlight that too. If you go to any other, even the Forex guys, you have to commit for a minimum of 30 days. Okay. But here you can commit for only 7, 14, 21 like that. First ones in the industry like that right here. Okay. And then staking. Staking is also usually an annual thing, but here you can stake for 90, 180, or 360. So again, giving the users and the members and my family more options and less, just less time of that. You got this thing where you can try things for not a long time and see how you like it. And I like that. I like choices. I like flexibility. I like freedom. These are my keywords, and this has everything. So again, why I chose this and why I'm part of this is those are there. Those keywords are here too. So again, a lot of really good quality things here. Okay. And then you've got your orders. So if you have any open orders, this will show you a log of that, which I don't have any orders, but we will next week. Next week, I'm actually gonna do some trades for you guys. Then you have your wallets, and you can deposit in Bitcoin. There's your USD Tether. Okay. And let's go to that, because you asked a specific question about that. So let's go to USD Tether deposit. And there's your types. You can do ERC20, BEP20, the Binance version, and the TRC20. So yes, they have it, bro. And I knew they did.
Super. That's great.
Yeah. And so we got that. And then you can withdraw, of course. You've got withdrawals. So you're going to have to do your verification in order to withdraw. and you're going to have to set a funding password in order to withdraw as well. So you have to do 2 steps. So verification is required because we're dealing with money here, and they do have a license. So this may not appeal to people that don't want to give their identification. Okay, it may not appeal to them, just straight up. I'm going to be straight up about everything. But for the ones out here that don't mind, like myself, and my money's at risk here, so I don't mind having my identification. Plus, I've met all of the owners. I know everybody. I have no issues with it whatsoever. So obviously, I've given my identification. So, and it takes about 24 hours for them to verify your driver's license or passport. And that's all it's about. And you can do that. And again, remember, we're licensed in America, Canada, globally. So really, there is no fear for any citizen to actually put their ID here because we're fully licensed around the world. Again, another major milestone and key point, right? And then you can see your deposit history. I put in 10K today. You can even see I did this. There's no timestamp, but I did it, just a few hours ago, and it went in like fast. Of course it did. Everything works here perfectly, actually. And I haven't taken anything out, but I will. I'll do a withdrawal too. We'll try everything. We'll make sure it all works and everything because I want to show you guys that. But I obviously can't do it until my verification's done, and I only did it a few hours ago. So we'll wait for that. But I'll show you guys how all that looks next week. And it's got all the best assets that you can go with, right? Spot wallet, futures, finance, all that. And they're all here. And we're going to have more. We just began, so everything is just brand new. So we'll definitely have more. And then you can go in here and see your account information, security setting, devices, activities, identity, referral, reward center. So let's go to reward center for a minute. I have no rewards yet because we haven't made any. Oh, actually, there's these coupons that we're going to give away to people, and then they can come in and cash them in for funds to put into their exchange. And then we'll be able to use those rewards in that. So I don't have any yet, but I'll have some next week. Get some of that for everybody. And let's look at the referral section. So here we go. We've already got all these people signed up. Look at that, 3 pages of peeps. Look at that. Boom. Just tonight, first Zoom call. All these people in there. And I'm at level 0 like everybody else, everything under 50K. So check mark there. Boom. And so you guys, this is your, and my pool ranking, same thing. So you can see all that stuff. And then you can see your daily income. I haven't made any money yet, but we will. You've got your referral bonus on staking. So if anyone's staking, you're going to get a referral bonus on staking. You get bonuses on everything here. Like every area has commission. Again, this is why we joined this, because we want to make money. We want to make as much crypto as we can. And so everything that's going on here is commissionable. And you can see the emails are hidden, which I like, but you can see that I got 3 pages of signups. So let me say this. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for doing this with us. Thank you for trusting us. And thank you for being part of this. Like, that's really good. Everybody's signed up. They all got their links. So it's good. Next week we'll have the call where we give away all the crypto, and everyone will have their code, and we'll just it'll keep growing week to week. And Marcos and I and everybody on my team, we're gonna keep giving that money away. Like, we actually have an unlimited budget. So we have an unlimited budget of free crypto to give everybody. So it'll happen week after week after week, and we'll be doing this for like a long time. Like, I don't know, a year, 2 years, something like that, at least. I don't know, for a long time. So the exchange is not going anywhere, but up. It's going to grow like crazy. They're looking at us to bring in new markets. Obviously, you guys saw it was heavily Asian, which is all good. They were the test monkeys before us. They got to try it and work out all the bugs before we put our money in. And I kind of like that too. I'm not going to lie. I like that too. And so, let them test it first. I'll come second, right? And I've said this before too about the Pepsi Coca-Cola thing. But I would rather be Pepsi all day. Like, being Coca-Cola comes with so much drama. Like, we've got other stuff that we do, and we see the top one and how much drama that has. And being Coca-Cola has so much drama. And then you're Pepsi, and you just kind of sneak in behind Coca-Cola, and you get all the deals they don't get, and you get all the tried markets that they've already tried and stuff like that. And I always like the Pepsi position. Like, number 2 is sometimes way better than number 1. So I let all the first guys go first, and then we come in second, and we make that bacon. And that's what I do for the family. So thank you guys so much. Thanks for having a deep dive with me. And we're going to get into more stuff next week, as you know. So it's going to get really cool and really exciting for everybody.